The Digital Persona, Islamic Ethical Framework for Virtual Influencers and VTubers. Virtual influencers and VTubers represent a significant shift in how society interacts with digital personalities. These computer-generated characters, who engage with audiences through social media and streaming platforms, have garnered millions of followers and sparked discussions about the nature of influence and authenticity in the digital age. The phenomenon raises particular questions from an Islamic perspective, as it intersects with fundamental principles regarding representation, truthfulness, and social relationships. The development of parasocial relationships between humans and virtual entities presents unique challenges to traditional frameworks of human interaction. Unlike conventional media personalities, virtual influencers exist purely in the digital realm, yet they generate authentic emotional responses and real social impact. This paper examines how Islamic ethical principles can guide the development and deployment of virtual influencers while preserving essential values and promoting social benefit. Virtual influencers are digital characters created through advanced computer graphics and animation technologies. They operate through social media platforms, creating content, and engaging with audiences in ways similar to human influencers. The psychology behind their effectiveness lies in human tendency to form emotional connections with perceived personalities, regardless of their artificial nature. Islamic thought has historically engaged with questions of representation and artificial creation through the concept of taswir, image making, and its ethical implications. The digital age presents new dimensions to these traditional discussions. Islamic digital ethics must consider both the letter and spirit of religious guidance, particularly in how it applies to modern technological capabilities. Virtual influencers offer several potential benefits from an Islamic perspective. They can serve as consistent representatives of Islamic values, reaching global audiences without the limitations and inconsistencies inherent in human behavior. They can provide educational content about Islam in engaging, accessible formats, and maintain complete alignment with ethical guidelines in their presentation and messaging. However, significant concerns exist regarding authenticity and transparency. The creation of artificial personalities that generate real emotional attachment raises questions about the nature of truth and representation in digital spaces. There are also concerns about the promotion of unrealistic standards, particularly in physical appearance and lifestyle depiction, which may conflict with Islamic values of modesty and authenticity. From a fiqh perspective, the creation and use of virtual influencers must be evaluated through established principles of Islamic jurisprudence. The primary considerations include the permissibility of digital representation, the nature of commercial transactions involving virtual entities, and the assignment of responsibility for their actions and influence. Islamic legal maxims provide guidance in navigating these new territories. The principle of maslahah, public benefit, suggests that virtual influencers could be permissible if their benefits outweigh potential harms. The maxim of preventing harm takes precedence over promoting benefit indicates the need for careful regulation and ethical guidelines. Implementing virtual influencers in alignment with Islamic ethics requires clear guidelines for content creation and technical standards. Content must maintain truthfulness and transparency while promoting beneficial social values. Technical implementation should prioritize privacy protection and clear disclosure of the artificial nature of these entities. This framework should establish standards for modesty in appearance and behavior, guidelines for commercial activities, and requirements for educational and social responsibility. The framework must balance innovation with ethical preservation, ensuring that virtual influencers serve as positive contributors to society while maintaining alignment with Islamic principles. Examining existing virtual influencers reveals both successful implementations and cautionary examples. Successful cases demonstrate how virtual influencers can effectively promote positive values and educational content while maintaining transparency about their artificial nature. Unsuccessful examples often involve lack of transparency or promotion of values inconsistent with Islamic principles. Different stakeholders require specific guidelines. Content creators must prioritize ethical considerations in character design and content creation. Businesses must ensure transparent commercial practices. Religious organizations can utilize these technologies for education and outreach while maintaining appropriate boundaries and disclosures. The evolution of virtual influencer technology will likely continue to present new challenges and opportunities for Islamic ethical frameworks. Future developments in artificial intelligence and digital interaction will require ongoing evaluation and adaptation of guidelines. The key lies in maintaining essential Islamic principles while embracing beneficial technological advances. This paper presents a foundation for understanding and implementing virtual influencers within an Islamic ethical framework. Success requires ongoing collaboration between technical experts, Islamic scholars, and community leaders to ensure these technologies serve as tools for positive social impact while preserving religious and ethical values. Further research should focus on measuring the long-term social impact of virtual influencers, developing specific technical guidelines for implementation, and creating regulatory frameworks that balance innovation with ethical preservation. The goal is to harness the potential of these technologies while maintaining alignment with Islamic principles and promoting social benefit.